Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you all in today's alumni interaction session. We are fortunate to have with us Neelima. She has completed her post graduation in MSc Digital Forensics and Information Security batch of 2022 to 2024. Neelima is currently working in Microsoft. Her journey from our classroom to the cutting edge environment at Microsoft is truly inspiring us. Today, she will sharing her experience, insights, and valuable lessons that can guide us throughout our placement and professional paths. So, I would like to invite Nilma to share some insights. Thank you so much.
Hey all, good morning. Am I audible?
Good morning, yes, you're audible.
Yeah, it will be good if someone turn on the camera. I feel like I'm seeing myself in the screen. So if it's okay for you, I know it's Saturday. Everyone will be sleepy, but still, no one? Yeah, hello, Satya.
Oh,
Turning on the
hello.
camera. Okay, so let's make this session a little bit interactive, not like, hi Neeraj, thank you. So it shouldn't be a formal thing. Like I haven't prepared any presentation or anything. So I will take you through my journey, how I attended my interviews and all. So as Neeraj gave, I'm Neelima. I'm from Kerala. I did my bachelor's in MG University from Kerala. Now I completed just last month. I completed my master's in digital forensics and information security. In the fourth semester, I was working in Micron. I was in security engineering team. 5 months I was there. Then now I am working in Microsoft. I am an enterprise SOC. My current position is security analyst. So this is my intro. Okay, so let's start the session. Like I am telling you, like, please give me some, like, ask me questions. It shouldn't be like I will be telling you many things, nothing like that. Just give me some, if you have any doubts, just shoot them. Okay, so I will explain you how my interview process of Micron and Microsoft was. Okay, so uh, I think two companies already came for placement, I guess, if I'm right. Okay. So don't be like in a stress mode or something. Oh, you are not getting into the company, even if you tried. I will tell you something like the first company which came first in the last year this time was Colgate, which came for placement, right? Before that, for MTech people, many other companies came. That's a different case because they have 1 year of internship, right? You guys, MTech people have 1 year of internship. So those company will come a little earlier. But for rest, like cybersecurity and digital forensics, it will be during the period of June, July, August, and all. So the first company which came last year was Colgate. So how their interview process or how their placement process was, like first they had a exam. It's not an exam, but it was actually a 12, 13 set of games. Okay, game in the sense like they have their own platform for that game. I don't really recall the name. The games were like you have to hit the enter key as much as fast you can possible, or you have to remind. They will show some photos or words in the screen. You have to remind them, and you have to like a memory game thing. So there were similar kind of games like 12, 13 set of games. So everyone attended it very nicely. Yeah, everyone was like very confident. Oh, yeah, we will be selected. It's just a game. And we got the list of students who were selected for the interview. Now, my name was not there. Okay, so I thought like, okay, there were 12 games. We will get a report after we play the game. We will get a report of how well we played the game. I checked the report. It was good. Okay, I have scored very nicely, but I wasn't selected for the interview. So I felt very bad that time. It was the first company which I applied for. I felt very bad. I was like, okay, why? In what basis did they selected? Those all things will strike our mind. I was very upset. I thought like, oh, I will not crack. I didn't even went to an interview round. I failed in this games. not in that aptitude or something, but I failed in the games. So then I was the student coordinator for that placement, right? So I get to connect with the Colgate people, those who came for interview. So I just randomly asked like why it is so. Hi Subhra. So so I just asked like why it is so. So she told like they only need 3-4 criterias. Like in the 12 games, they want to check whether you have succeeded very good in a 3-4 criteria. That also she didn't reveal, but they wanted that. It's absolutely fine. After all the interview rounds and everything, we had a very good talk. She was the head in that team, so I talked with her. So the thing she told me, like, I haven't attended any interview before, okay? So the first advice she gave me, like, you can apply to another other companies as well, but the thing you have to take care of is don't answer if you don't know the correct answer. There were many students who answered wrongly, and they were like arguing with them, even if they are even if they are point outing their mistakes also. The students were like, no, this is like that, you should not do that, because the person opposite to us, we don't know how much knowledge they have. What we study in books, what we study through YouTube, anything in our classroom, it's entirely different when you come to corporate life, because in each company they have their own standards, their own rules, everything. So the working style is also different there. So they have experience by working on real life case. We are also trying to do our best to learn about those things, but there will be same case which can happen in 5-10 other ways. So she told like the person or the student was arguing with the interviewers, like this is the correct answer. No, you should not do that. If they are telling this is wrong, you should accept it. And if you don't know the answer, if even if you only know of a single line also, you should not attempt that. You should say like, okay, I only know this much, I'm not that much into that question, so I'm sorry, I can learn, I will learn later, or I will learn it for sure. You should not answer if you don't know the answer. This was the first point she gave me when the session and the placement drive was over. I think two or three students were placed for that. Okay, so this is a pressure time for us. You have enjoyed a lot in NFSU. There are many festivals. There are upcoming festivals also. Like there will be Onam celebration, Ganesh Chaturthi. Everything will be there. It's okay. You can enjoy. No issue. I love to enjoy. I enjoyed every celebrations there. So it's okay. If you are getting a message like, okay, next week we will be having a company placement, right? Just prepare 1 week before or 5 days before. It's not like, oh, you have to prepare from the very beginning. You are learning things, right? So you have an idea, okay, what is this, what is that. But if you are not sure that, oh, I don't know this part, just learn that, just make points of that, try to revise it, give one hour or something for that. Okay, otherwise you can enjoy every festivals, everything, it's okay. Okay. So last year it was the same time which I got placed in Micron. It was on July 20th. Okay. So just 1 month. Okay, gap. So okay, now I will share you the experience of Micron. Okay, then I have, okay, these are the things which I noted to tell you about the Colgate thing. Okay, so now I will come to Micron. I think on one Monday we got the message like Micron is coming for placement. The interview will be on Friday. On the same day, we had a phone pay exam. Okay, phone pay first. On the same day means it's not on Friday, Monday. So Monday we had the phone pay technical test. So in my group of people, everyone was sitting in the MTech class. Okay, so we started the exam. Everyone except one of us got selected. All others were out. Like we were very happy because we know, okay, we did the technical round, it was good. We thought like, okay, it someone might be selected for interview, but we didn't make it. Everyone was out except one guy. I think you know him, Ishansh. Only he got into the interview round. Everyone other was like, okay, done. This placement drive is also done. Phone pay is also, so Colgate done, phone pay done. That day we got the message like Micron is coming for interview. So we got a mail regarding there will be 3 sections. On Wednesday we will be having exam. Thursday we have expert talk session, and for each company it will be different. Some company will host CTF for selecting people. Some company will host exam. Some people will shortlist based on the interview and direct, like shortlist based on the resume and direct interview. These will be the things. Okay, so we got this, and the Friday it will be interview. So we don't know how many rounds are there, nothing. We all applied for the thing, and Wednesday we had the exam. The exam had 2 parts. One is the aptitude section and other is the technical section. So in aptitude session, I think someone might be preparing for aptitude. You can use tricks to solve aptitude. It's like you can't spend lot of time in solving one question, because we will be getting only 30-40 minutes maximum. There will be like 40 questions also. So within 1-2 minutes you have to answer one question in a sudden. So you can look into videos, because in my bachelor's, one sir used to came to our college, and he used to, it was a 2-3 days class. He used to explain how you can solve a aptitude question using tricks. So if we have a pattern, like pattern thing, it will be A Z Q, something like that. You have to guess the other set of pattern. So for that, before starting the exam, you can write ABCD till Z, and then numbers according to that. So you can, it's a tricks to solve the answer. And you can use the Venn diagrams to solve if it is involved or not, if this box contain this, if this box contain that, those kind of aptitude question. And for the direction questions also, there are many tricks you can find in YouTube videos. It will be very helpful for you if you do it quickly. Okay, so I started the exam, but some of the questions like going like this. I don't know the answer. I was literally like, okay, what the question is? Because I used the tricks which I learned. I used many things, because we only have 2 minutes. So there is an option like we can flag the question and jump to other questions. And then last we can come and solve this. So I was like jumping. I don't know the answer. 2-3 questions. Some questions I was like blank. So we all do something. OUT out. Okay, this will be the answer. Okay, this is a random guess. So some question I did like, some I was like confident. Yep, I have completed it correctly. Some aptitude part will be very different for different companies. So see how Colgate did. They did a game, but here it was proper aptitude question. So some questions will be there. You will be like, okay, I don't know anything. You will be in that stage sometimes, but it's okay. You can. Then it was the technical part, second set. It was around, I think, 30 minutes, around 40 something questions. So in that, it covered all our basics, only basics. If you are clear through all of your subjects which you are studying, you can easily handle that. Because the questions where they will give one, what is the port number of this, they will be, it's a MCQ questions. We can choose from the options. So they will ask like, what is the port number of this. They will give a statement regarding a firewall or something, and which is best suitable for this statement. So you have to choose from that options. Or they will give intrusion detection system, and they will give 4 points. So we have to choose 2 correct points for that. So these kind of MCQ questions will be there. If you are clear with all your just basics, not like deep dive into everything, there will be 2-3 questions which will be a high level question, which we might not have been seen, or we might not have been heard. But the rest of all the question you can easily solve if you are thorough in your network, everything. Okay, so this was the exam part. Then after the exam, I think then the same day night we got the message regarding 21 people were selected for interview round. Okay, I was one of them. Okay, so in the second day it was expert talk session. Expert talk session, they will explain you, like in all the expert talk session they will explain you about their company, how the company is working, how the work life balance is. Micron is a very good company, like the work life balance and everything is very good there. My team was cool. I liked my team. So it's like they will consider us also if we want to study. we can apply for that, they will pay for us, but you should complete like 1.5 hour in the organization. It's their thing. Okay, so then we can switch to other teams if you are really willing to work in other teams, if you are really good in them. So we can approach their manager. No, Micron came for intern plus full time. I got intern plus full time. I will come to that. So yes, you can ask questions in chat also. Okay, just unmute and stop me and just ask question. Don't just hear me. Okay. So then, what I was telling. Okay. So we can switch to another team. We can approach their manager. They will take our interview, and we can easily switch to their team. So you can work in any point we want in Micron. Okay. So they explained about all the things, how the company works, what it does, where all it has its branches and everything. Okay. Then the third day, Friday, it was the interview round. So three people came for interview to our college. So there were two rounds. First round was a one-to-one session. I already told you there were 21 people. So 7 people will be on to one person, the other 7 like that. So three sets were there. So the first round was the one-to-one interview. So in that, okay, so I think it went up to 40-45 minutes, my first round. Okay, so the questions they asked, I will explain you how you have to prepare your resume, how you have to prepare your for your interview. So the first question he asked me was like, first they will ask like, what, how are you, what's your name. So you should be like, it was there in Micron there was no a special HR round. HR round was also included in this only. So first question is like, hi, how are you? How was your day? Are you nervous? Don't be nervous. There are some super cool interviewers who will be, we will feel like very comfortable with talking to them. Rest of them, all others are like that only. It is based on how we present ourselves to them. Okay. So I'm good. What's your name? Where are you from? How have you been? And all those all things. How is your exams done? Those are questions. And he said, okay, let's start the process. He actually said that, okay, let's start the interview now. He was like that. Okay. Then he asked, what is your project? What was your project? This was the first question I got. I thought, okay, now he will ask what is firewall, what is IDS. No, he asked, what was your project? So I explained like, okay, this was my project. So I kept my recent project as the second semester project, because we are just done with the project, we are just done with the presentation, right? You also just did it last month, I guess, right? So if you have a thorough knowledge in your project, if he asks anything about you, if you are able to answer that, you are like a in a 30%. Okay, he knows what he or she knows what he has done. Okay, so he asked, what's your project? Then I explained him like, this was my project, this was my flow and everything. Then he asked like, okay, what all tools you have used, what all technologies you have used. So I explained. Then he asked like, why did you use this technology, why didn't you go for this? So if we have an answer, we can go. Otherwise you can say, I researched on this, so I found it good, that's why I went with this. I wasn't aware of. If he suggests us something, you should tell him like, oh, I wasn't aware. If you don't know, you should tell them like, I wasn't aware of this, that's why I took this. Don't tell them like, oh, I don't know, like that. Don't go against them. Okay. So then he asked like, the third question was like, how that project will help his organization, how our project will help their organization. That's the main point they want. Okay, you have data project, okay, that's good, but how it will help me, like how it will help my organization. So that was an unexpected question for me, but somehow I managed to tell them, okay, how I can, because I know what I have did in my project, right? So I know where all things, we write a future scope thing or we write application page also, right? So you should be thoroughly aware like, okay, this can be applied here. So I told him like, okay, in your organization, if you are doing this, we can use it for there. And he was like, okay. Many things regarding that he will ask. Then he started like, okay, now I will start you asking the basic questions. Like, what's firewall? What is IDS, IPS? What is malware? Those all things he asked, like all the basic things. Then in my resume, Okay, then I will come to the resume part. Like resume part, you should not keep any point that you are not 100% sure of. They will definitely ask question from them. The main thing they will check is your resume. Whatever you say, it's fine, but if a word is there in resume, they will surely ask what, why it is, what you did in this. You should know some points of that. Okay, so if you are 100% sure, keep that point in resume. My resume was very simple. I didn't keep to just to show off. Don't keep everything you learned in your resume if you are not sure. Okay. So then he asked, like, I kept Linux commands and Linux Kali Linux thing. So he asked me the basic commands. What all are the commands? Okay. Then he asked me network basics, and I was from DFIS, so I know. He asked me about digital forensics. What is digital forensics? And those whole things. These were straightforward questions. What is DNS? What is DHCP? These all were straightforward. Then he started like, I have kept in my resume. That time I wasn't aware of them. I will have kept like incident response management. Incident response. I kept that. Okay. He didn't directly ask what is incident response, explain the steps. He didn't ask. What he said like, I will give you a scenario. You got a laptop or you got evidence. How will you respond to this? This was the thing he asked. So this is what, like, he's trying to ask what it's in your resume through a scenario, through a real life scenario. So we can explain the steps like there, like it's preparation, detection, analysis, but it should be like, okay sir, I will take the laptop, I will prepare, detect. It's not like that. You have to tell, okay, I will check the laptop, I will try to detect, or I will try to identify what all the things are there, I will collect as much as evidence possible, then I will try to contain if it's causing issue. So you can use that. You know the process of IRM, right? Everyone studied IRM, like, so preparation, analysis, detection, containment, then post incident activity. These all are the steps. You can give these points, like the particular points, but along with the explanation how you will go through if there is a scenario like that. Okay, then at last you can explain like, sir, I have done the recovery and everything. Then I will go with the post accident, post incident activity, like what I will do, like I will inform the other organization, like something like this happened. We know that we have to share the information after incident, right? So in this way you can explain that step. Later, after interview in the evening, I realized like, okay, the IRM thing he asked in the scenario way. So he is covering all the accepts in our resume, but not in a direct way. Okay, so this was the thing. Then the other questions were like, then he asked many scenario based questions. They will only ask a few direct questions like what firewall is, what I, and if you are willing to answer, the interviewer will definitely help you. I was stuck in some point. Like he told told me one scenario. I was like, I don't know how to explain this. I'm not sure. So he told like, okay, I think you know. His response was like this. I think you know this. I will give you one more scenario. You might get the answer. He told, and he explained one more scenario. Then I was able to catch. Yes, I know this. So this is the way. If we are willing to answer, and if we are presenting ourselves in a good manner, they will definitely help you. It's not like we should know all the answers. All we are very pro. You should not think like that. It's like they will also don't think like, okay, you are studying this subject and you don't even know this. They won't tell us like that. Okay, so don't be worried on that thing. Like you should be chill in the interview. I was very nervous. It was my first interview. It was the first time I'm sitting in front of someone to answer like this. But that the comfort that person gave us, it was very good. Like I was able to answer how I am. Like I was able to present how I am. Okay, so if there were many questions, I was like, I'm not sure, I don't know the answer. I clearly stated. He was like, just think this will be no. I was like, no, I don't know the answer. I'm really sorry, I will learn about that, but I don't know the answer. I clearly stated in many points. I stated that. Okay, so this was the first round. It went around. Then again he asked questions like, for the security field, we have to work in shifts. you should prepare this in mind, like okay, you have to work in shift for sure. So there will be three shifts, like morning 6 to afternoon 2, then afternoon 2 to no afternoon 3, and afternoon 2 to night 11, then night 10 to morning 7. These will be the shifts, and this can come in the weekends also. So you will be getting leave on Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, Friday. This is for sure. In some company or some post, it might not be there, but I'm in shifts. Okay. Okay. In Micron also, I was doing the shift one, and now in Microsoft also. Okay. So they will ask questions like, are you okay to work with that? Are you okay to work in Hyderabad? Because I was from Kerala. So I said, okay, because I already came till Gujarat to study MSc. So I was like, I was okay. So it will be difficult for people to adapt food, culture, and everything. But see, I wanted to complete my masters. So I adapted to the culture, I adapted to the food in Gujarat. There will be some difficulties, I know that, but still we have to survive, right? So then in Hyderabad also, first I came, the food was like, I was not able to cope up with the food and all things, but now it's okay, it's good. So he will ask you questions like, are you, they are like testing us whether we are giving a positive reply or not, like okay, are you okay to work? So he asked repeatedly like, are you okay to work in shifts, are you okay to work in Hyderabad? Then there will be some situation, they will just randomly call you and come to office, we have some issue you have to solve, is that okay? These all questions they will ask. Okay, so these are some questions. Then this was the first round. Then I got the after 1 hour we got the message like 10 people were selected for the second round. Okay, so in second round, those three people who came for interview, three were sitting, and I'm the one. So I will tell you which class that was. I think it's opposite to Mukti ma'am's cabin. Okay, in that class we had the interview. So we will be sitting on the stage in a chair, and these people will be sitting down. So we will be like, okay, we are going to die. It will be very, we will be like feeling very nervous. We don't know how we will feel that time, but it's okay. Handle it in a very cool manner. Okay, so they won't like, they will not tease us, they will not like scold us or something. Oh, you are in this, you don't know the answer. They will not tell that. If you don't know the answer, okay, they will tell, okay, does someone want to share anything? No. Okay, so they will not scold us, or they will not make any faces like, okay, you don't know the answer. No, they won't do that. If you don't know the answer, you don't know, that's the thing. Nothing to worry about. Okay, so then it was in a round robin fashion. The questions was like, so the first question I got from there was also, what is your project? It was the question, what is your project, how it will help my company? Because though first person didn't ask the questions in second round, the other two were asking me the questions. So he was also like, what's your project, how it will help in my company? This was the first question. Then I already told you I was from digital forensics. So the first person asked me what is digital forensics in a direct way, but the second interviewer, what he did was like, uh, consider you are talking to a normal person who is not from IT background or anything. He don't know any technical terms or anything. How will you explain that person what digital forensics is? This was the question. How you will explain that person? Okay, so you should, so we have to consider like, you can't use technical words there, you can't use all the IT related thing. You can't like, digital forensics is the process of this. You can't tell the by heart lines. You have to explain that person. Okay, how, if a normal person is coming to us and asking what is digital forensics, if we tell them it's preparation, analysis, detection, he will be like, what? So it should be like in a normal way. So they are testing like, see, in, we will be in security team. Okay, so if we come up with some idea or some project, we have to show it to the higher persons in the organization. They might not be knowing all the technical terms we know or we are using. So we should be able to make them understand. Like we tell na, in cyber forensics we tell like, in court we should be explaining things such a way that the court people, the police, everything can understand. It should not be the technical word. So these all things they will be testing. Then this was the question he asked. Hi Hemant. So this was the question he asked. So then the second person, he deep dived into firewall. Okay, so first he asked what's firewall, how many types of firewall are there, what all the techniques used in that. Then he asked about next generation firewall. He asked many things related to firewall. There were scenario based questions like a traffic is coming from outside network to inside network. Where you will keep firewall, where you will keep IDS or IPS. These kind of question will be also there. If we tell like okay, first we will keep firewall, then we will keep IPS, so he will ask why it shouldn't be in this way. So you should be able to answer it in a proper flow. So it's like we know everything about firewall, IDS, IPS, we have notes also, but they don't want those answers. They want if a scenario comes, or if some kind of case come, how you will respond to it, or how knowledge you have in those aspects. Okay, so this was one question, like from outside network to inside network a traffic is coming, where you will keep firewall, where you will keep IPS. These all were the things. Okay, then what we was like, okay, then all the basic question like TCP, UDP, what is TCP handshake, then firewall, DHCP, all the basic questions they will ask for sure, and what all we have kept in our resume they will asking that also. Okay, then port numbers. Okay, so if you are keeping any coding language or any scripting language, you should know at least the basic commands of that. So they will, in some companies I think they will tell us to write a code. I am not sure because I haven't faced such a situation. So I haven't faced such situation, but in some companies they will give a simple question, and we have to write a code in which language we know. So I think there was some situation like that, but I'm not sure on this. It might be. So if you are keeping something in your resume like any language or something, you should at least know the basic commands and basic syntax of that thing. Okay. So this was the interview process. So I will prepare you some points which you have to study, like based on basics of networking, all those things. I will miss out some points, but what I prepared for before 2 3 days before the interview and all, I will make a notes and points of that, and I will share it to him, Hemant. So Hemant, please share it to everyone. Okay, so today or tomorrow I will do that. Okay, as I got time I will do that. I wasn't able to prepare for the last week, so that's why I didn't prepare any presentations or anything. I will randomly talk to you. It's like I'm just your senior, I'm not like an experienced person or anything. I'm just sharing what my experience was. Okay, so this was the micron set of things. Then that at the end of the day they declared the result. 4 people were selected, I was also there. So they came from then there was like the interviewer asked me one more thing: would you like to go in security engineer or SOC? So most of us like no, SOC. We will randomly tell like, yeah, I want to go to SOC. So he will ask why. We'll be like this. So I said like, he asked me, would you, which will you prefer to go, either to SOC or security engineering? So first my answer was SOC only, because we are like most familiar with SOC kind of thing. Okay, so SOC. So it's like, I think you are more suitable in security engineering side. Are you okay to work? I said yes, because it was my first job and I don't know how organization works, what all teams are there or something. I said okay, I want to explore things. So I was like okay. Then 2 people were selected for security engineering post and 2 people were selected for the SOC post, and it was a internship plus full-time offer. Okay, so after 6 months of internship you will be converted to full-time. So this was the, and the end of the day they declared the results, and that was the micron process. So you have anything to ask in this stage, or should I go? Anyone, anything, chat? Good to go? Okay, SOC and security engineering, like as you know, so they will be in my organization. I'm not that much into Micron. I am in now in Microsoft. I'm in enterprise SOC. Okay, so there are roles and responsibilities as a cybersecurity engineering. Okay, so I was doing my internship, and I was in security engineering operations team. I was in that team. Okay, so there we were like we will be getting firewall exceptions. So we will be getting cases, incidents, and we have to set rules so that we can allow that person to access the site. It might be a URL or something, access the site or something. So during my internship I didn't had access to a technical round. Yeah, the what you are asking about interview, both were technical rounds. HR round was a part of it, but for interview, both the one first and second round was technical only. Okay, so in security, we will be getting firewall exceptions, web app exceptions, these all things. So we have to create rules. So we have the like sites and applications for that. We have to write rules. Like in Snort, we used to write rules, right? In first semester, you might be studying. So can we say cybersecurity more related to cyber architecture? Yes, but I was in cybersecurity operations. In cybersecurity engineering also, they split it in two teams, like cybersecurity operations and cybersecurity engineering. Engineering part was more related to architecture, the setting up of the things and everything. In my section, it was like we will be getting incidents like what is firewall. If I get a firewall exception, I will check whether the person we will be getting IP addresses of from the source and the destination. So sometimes the destination would be the uh, data center firewall or something. So everyone can't get the access to that firewall. So if that person belongs to particular group, he can have the access. Okay, so we have to check whether, okay, is this person belongs to a particular group. If he is not, we should clearly send out a reply mail like you are not a part of this group or you can't have access to this, sorry for the like the thing. Eligibility criteria of Micron, I think they came, they in the while sending out the Google forms, they stated like I think we should score more than 70 or 75%. I guess in our whole journey, like 10th, 12th, bachelor's, until the last semesters, you should not be having any backlogs, and you should minimum have I think 70 or 75. That's I will check the mail again, so it will be that. And that was the thing which I was doing in Micron. Like we have to write the rules, we have to check all the accept, we have to send it for approval. Once it approved from the higher position team, then we can allow the rules for that person to um use that URL or something. Then we have to confirm it before closing. Like, okay, are you good to go? Are you able to access it now? Then I can proceed with closing the case. So these were the things which I was doing. Okay. So now I have just started in Microsoft. So now I am in uh, enterprise SOC team. We have also 3 4 other teams. So in that, I have just started with my KT sessions and all. KT is knowledge transfer. Okay, so I will write some points for what you all have to prepare for interview, and I will share it to Hemant. So Hemant will share it all of you. So like what all things I prepared, what all things, ChatGPT is the best thing. You can just go and ask, what if a question come like this, how should I answer? Like every questions, everything you will get. Use ChatGPT for interviews wisely, because during preparing for interviews or before interview, you can just ask like, give me the list of the main points, like main points on this, short points on this. So you can quickly skim through that and attend the interview for sure. Okay, so this was the Micron process. So I completed 5 months there in Micron because our exam was late in January, so we started our internship from February. Okay, so then during March we got the message from college like Microsoft is hiring. We all applied. So using the resume, and they had a criteria like it should be 80% and above. You should score 80% and above for 10th plus 2 bachelor's degree, like PG, everything. it should be 80% and above, and you can send the resume. So it will be good if you have a good range of marks like 70 and above. So many companies will mostly they will come for 60 and above, but some companies are there where you should get 80 and above or 75 and above, like that. Okay, so we all applied. So last time I came to celebrate Holi there. Someone might have seen me. Okay, so just it was Holi. I was coming back to Hyderabad on, it was Monday. Holi was on Monday. I was coming back to Hyderabad on Tuesday. Wednesday I had the interview. Okay, this was the scene. I got the message like, okay, you have how many total rounds? For Micron, it was two. Actually, it was three, like including the exam, like aptitude and technical, one round of exam and two rounds of interview. For Micron, it was three, and for Microsoft, it was four. So I got a call on Tuesday night, like around 7, 8, like you will be having three rounds of technical rounds. All the three rounds will be technical. So I was like, it's done. Okay. So three rounds of technical. So I will go with the Microsoft process. Like, am I missing something? Okay. So Microsoft, it was three rounds. So it started around morning 9 o'clock online. It was online only. So it started around. We have to turn on our camera. We should be informal. It's okay. It's up to you how you are presenting yourself. Some companies is like, okay, you just don't want to come in formals. It's okay if you come in casuals also. But some companies will be like, you should be that it will be clearly stated in your placement drive mail, like you should be in formals or you can come in anyway. It's up to you. So I was in formals, like in all the interviews I was in formals only, because I like to do that. So the first round started around 9 o'clock, and it every round went up to 1.5 hour. Okay, so for Microsoft, so first round was like all the basic questions like commands, firewall, everything. Then what were there? Port numbers and all those things. And every interviewer will start like, "Hi, how are you? What's your name? Where are you from?" These all things will be the basic questions for. So it's just a cool off time. Like, okay, we should be little bit comfortable with them. That's why they are asking those questions like, okay, hi, hello, how are you, like that. Okay, so then we should also ask them like, how are you, how have you been, because they are also taking interview for a lot of people on the same day. So you should also ask them. It's a good gesture to ask them. Okay, so then the questions was like, okay, there was like basic firewall, what is IDS, IPS, those all things. Then I have kept in my resume Linux. So Linux commands he asked, Python said that, and then he asked port numbers. That was like a rapid fire questions. He was like, okay, I will tell you all the names, TCP, UDP, all those things. You have to quickly answer what the port number is. NTP, he will be asking very quickly like which all port numbers. It was literally a rapid round. It was like within 2 minutes he asked all the port numbers. So that these all things you should be very pretty much clear. If you are okay with this, you are good to go, because you just need to know all the basic things. Rest all they will teach us. When we go there, they will teach us for sure. But you should be aware of some basic sort of things. Okay. Then he asked like, during that time January there was an attack. So in Microsoft, I just skimmed to that attack. I was not that much aware of that attack, but he asked like, there was an attack. So I said yes, it happened like this. I explained him how it happened. He was like, why you think it happened? What is the reason you that I think? There might be many reasons, but he was asking why you think it happened. So I explained like this always it can be happened. So he explained some more things like, which I am missing out. That person will be helping us for sure. Okay, these all are the points. These are some of the points that you missed. That they will help us for sure. Then he asked, how you think you can solve this problem? How you, if you are in that team or you are responding to that thing, how you will solve this? These all questions also he asked. Okay, so this was how the first round went, and all the inputs from first round will be going to the second round person. He will be having all the data like what all things I answered, what all things I missed. These all things will be with the second person. And the second round started. He was also a very good guy, so he started like, good, how are you, and all those things. Then he asked me, he started with cryptography. Okay, so what is public key cryptography, what is private key cryptography, symmetric, asymmetric, what's the difference, how many keys are used, why you think so. Then in public key cryptography we have two key, symmetric asymmetric cryptography we have two keys. So in that we have what we can say, um, like for digital signatures also we can use the cryptography. So these all things he will be asking, all the basics of the cryptography things. Okay, he asked every aspect of that. Some question he deep dived into that as well, but in some point I was like, I don't know, whatever I have learned, whatever I have tried, I explained him those things, but in some points we will fail out, like, okay, I don't know the answer. Then he also started with the scenario questions, like if you get a laptop like this. In Micron it was some another scenario, like that was also like we are getting a laptop, but what all data we have in the laptop they will be explaining, or they will be telling you in that particular situation. So I have a laptop with these data, how will you respond to it, or how what all ways you will extract the data from it, how much possible digital evidence you can collect from that. These all things they will be asking. Okay, then again he came to the point which the first interviewer asked, like how the attack happened, how you will solve the Microsoft attack which was happened recently, and he will also give us some other situations also. A attack like this happened, a attack like someone did this, how you will do, ransomware kind of things, how you will respond to this. uh, Okay, I will come to Harivansh's question. So I will just complete this set. Okay. So how the attack happened? Then he also told me to explain my project, what all tools you use. Then he also gave me suggestions, like you can improve this project in this ways also. He gave me many suggestions, like you can use this so it will be more good. Those all things. I said, okay, I did it 1 year ago. Okay, I will work on this. So you have to give him a positive reply, like yes, you can do that. Okay. So then he will ask, like in a group, how will you be working? How are you into the other things? These all things they will be asking. And second round was mostly good scenario based questions. Like most of them I was like, no, I don't know. I clearly stated, if I don't know an answer I will clearly state them, like I don't know. So they said you can try. I said I know this much part of that question. If I am little bit aware of that, I will tell them like, okay, I know this much part, rest I don't know. That you can say it clearly. Okay. Then this was the second round, and after all rounds were within a gap of 10-15 minutes. Okay, after first round they will call us, you are selected to the second round, within 10 minutes you have to join. They will give a time, it will went to 1.5 hours. So this was there. And the third interview, uh, that extended up to 1.5 hours. Okay, so it was a more scenario, more like deep dived into some scenario questions. And then he also checked whether we can work in group, we can work as a team, are you eligible to work as a team, these whole things. So those questions he asked was like, um, he explained some real time cases, how you will be solving it, how you will be approaching to it, these all questions he asked. Then okay, then he gave me a scenario, like you are working in a team. Now you are in a team, there is a team of around 5-6 people. One person is like, he is not doing anything, like anything, he is not listening to us, he is not doing anything. How will you respond to that? Will you go and complain to your manager, or will you try some other ways? So they need how we will be approaching that people. So we need that kind of answer. Then he told, like there is some person in the team who is very sad, or who's going through a very worst situation or something. How you will handle him, like how you will support him. So I said, whatever support I can give him, I will give it for sure. So these, like at that time you will get the answers automatically, like how your nature is, how your things is, you will get the answer automatically. So I told like, okay, I will try to give as much as support as possible. If it's financial support, I will try to give him. Or there are many ways in every organization. They have the HR, or they have the mental health, like mental peaceful, like we can, what we can say, like consultant or something, there will be there, so we can approach them like, I'm not feeling good, I'm feeling very pressurized, we can approach them. It will be between you and the doctor only. Like you can directly go and approach. In our college also we have like, if you are facing some difficulties, if you don't want to share it with some others, you can directly go and approach them. They will give a solution. They will be like, what we can say, they will help us for sure. So you can take that person, or you can suggest that person to go and meet him once, so you can open up your things to them. So the interviewer wants to know how you will respond to that person. Will you avoid that person, or will you try to make him involved in the team again? So these all tricky questions also they will ask. Then I remember the last question he asked was like, Sahil, which question you want the answer? I don't clearly remember what I answered that time, but still I can recall. So the last question I will answer that. Then he again asked me about the cryptography thing, which the second interviewer asked. He gave me a situation like, I am sending a message to him using asymmetric cryptography. How you will send the message, like using which key you will encrypt, with using which key you decrypt. So you have to explain the whole thing, whole process. Like in notes we have the one computer A B, we draw the line, and okay, encrypt with public key of A, private key of B, this we know. But he asked like, you are sending a message to me, how you will encrypt. So we will be confused which public key, which private key we use. So it should be a, it's like they are testing. Are you really, do you really know that answer correctly? A B you know. Okay, using A public key. But if a situation like this come, how you will explain? This question also he asked. And the last question he asked was, you are talking to a 7-year-old kid, a boy or a girl. How you will explain what database is? This was the question. So I told like, okay, we can tell like, I don't clearly remember what I answered. I think we can consider it as a book, like what he write. We can give any example which a child can understand. He will try to offend or go against our answer. But they are testing like how confident you are in your answer, you are in your terms. These all things they will. Okay, I'm checking the questions also. Just a second. Okay, I will come. So they are testing like, are you stable in your answer? Are you confident in your answer? You are not changing your words. These are things they will be testing. So I don't clearly remember what happened in that 1.5 hour, but some questions which I recalled, I am sharing it. Okay. So this was the interview process of Microsoft, and I think it completed around 1:30 or something in the afternoon. And evening we got a call like, there is one more round, that is HR round. So in HR round, they explain the salary things. That's the happy part. Okay, so everyone is for that only, right? So then, how, where you have to work, shifts you might have to work, where you have worked before, are you able to adapt with the life situation, life condition, lifestyle here. These all things that HR will be asking. He was a very cool guy. We feel very comfortable with talk. Everyone we will feel 100% comfortable, but if you present ourselves in a good manner, it will be good. Okay, so this was the interview process of mine. Okay, then I got a message on April 1st like, I'm selected. I thought it was a full message, but actually I got a message from my one of the placement coordinator. So then I asked him, I texted him back also like, it's not April Fool, right? So he said no. Then Ahlad sir called me. I was like, okay, now I'm fine. He told, okay, now it's good. So I was very happy at that time. These all are the proud moments and happy moments. We will like, okay, we'll call parents, we got the job. It will be like that. It's a very cool moment for everyone else, but pressure moment also. But it's okay, you can do it. You just want to think like, it's just a one day. You have to. a day and a before. Only 2 days you have to prepare thoroughly. You can go for that. It's not like, oh, I didn't study it from the first, I didn't made notes from the first. It's not that. Enjoy every other aspect also. You have many things to enjoy in NFSU. I like NFSU very much. So you can go, you can participate. I was there in every festivals, everything. But you have to like keep in mind, okay, tomorrow is my interview, so today I should be, for today I should spend some time. That you should. Some people are there, hey, tomorrow interview morning, okay, I will take care of that. I will. There are some people track like that also, huh? There are some genius persons there will be. Okay, so they can track without preparing or anything. But if you are not confident, see, if they ask about a port number or something, if you don't know the answer, if you haven't revised it, there you will blabber like, you will be like, you will say a random number, they will be like, is this the port number? He will ask for sure. So you should be a little bit prepared. A day or 2 days before, just start preparing. You will get a message before 4 or 5 days before interview for sure. So do prepare from that time, like spend some time only for that time. Even if you are not concentrating the whole day or something, now you don't have the exams, right? You are completed with the second semesters, you are into the third semester, so this is a very good time, like you don't have the exam pressure also. You can prepare thoroughly what you are studying. Basics, only basics you have to cover. They also know, like you don't know this much depth, they don't ask you the questions like that. Okay, you don't know this scenario, why you are learning this, they don't ask them. You should be clear on your basics. Even if you don't know some words, there might be some short forms or something that you might know, so you can say, I am not able to understand that particular word, so they will explain the whole word. Okay, see, they might ask like IDS, you might have learned like intrusion detection system. So they asked IDS, it's just a random case I am telling, but you can tell them, I don't know what IDS is, so he will explain the full form. Then you can like, okay, I know this, I wasn't aware that this was the short form. You can ask the interviewer like, can you give me some more points what it is. They will uh, surely do that. Okay, so now I will go with the questions. There are many questions coming out. Okay, 3 years of experience for cyber jobs in India. Okay, we got the message through college, right? So it was for the new joinees, like NCG, new college graduates. In that, I applied. So my job role is in enterprise SOC. I'm security analyst, and it is in, there are many teams in the SOC, enterprise SOC also. They have other customer SOC, it's different thing, and we have enterprise SOC. They have different teams in that also. So now I am into one team. I will explain you all the details after some time, because I'm just starting my trainings and all. So I will get into more into that. Then what makes you stand out from all, like any particular domain? Oh, I can clearly say that whatever the ask in interview and all those things, I will explain how much confident I am in one. If I have kept something in my resume, if it's Python, I'm 100% sure that okay, I can complete a question or I can complete a coding. So that confidence I have, and whatever they ask on those topics, I will answer them. And there might be some case where, oh, I don't know, even if I studied that, I don't know. There might be, because I told you, like what we study in books and what we do in the organization, it's very different. Okay, it's very much different. So yes, you, if you are clear in basic, you can understand the terminologies, the flow, and all those things. But they will teach you for sure, like what you have to do there. Okay. So then, do interviewers trick us to changing? Yes, they will trick us to changing our initial answers. They will try like, no, 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 you could have answered like, they will for surely, and I have faced the same thing. But you should be stick on your answer, like okay, if you are telling because you are 100% confident on that, but they will definitely try to make it like, oh, your answer is wrong. They will, but you should be confident in your answer, and you have to feel like, it's not an argument thing. You should not argue to the interviewer at all. You should not, because there were many people who did this mistake. And I don't know who did this, and I got to hear something like, someone helped someone to solve CTF. Okay, A person helped B person to solve a CTF. Both went to interview. Interviewer asked, who helped you. Like, if this is not the way you might have did this, he told the other person name. It's a bad thing. Don't do that. Okay, like he helped me. So it's a negative mark for both of them. One wrong thing is that I asked him. The other thing is like he helped me also. So these all things you should not like go and reveal. Okay, he helped me. We were working as a team and we did this. It's a bad thing. Okay, don't. If you are not getting the answer, that just tell him like I don't know the answer. But don't drag someone else. Don't make someone else opportunity to miss. Okay. So, did you prepare and apply for particular job roles in or all domains? Okay, so I can tell, like I told you, I applied for Colgate. I didn't got even into interview. I didn't clear. Okay, then we applied for Phone Pay. That was the second company which came. All our friends were out. I expect one person. Everyone was out. Okay, it's done. Then what I can say that in my first year, for our seniors, Micron came for placement drive. So that time in expert talk session, it was happened in our auditorium, lower auditorium. No, I think upper auditorium. So two people, the main people, Hanan and one person. Hanan is the head of our security team in Micron. So he and one other person came and they explained a lot of things about Micron, like how the culture is, how the people are, all these things. I was very attracted to that. Oh, I have to go to Micron. I was very much very was like, oh, I have to go to Micron. It's a very good company. See the culture there. It's not like we have our cousins and everything working in corporate. Like they will be like, oh, it's hell. I can't work there anymore. It's very bad. The shift timings are so I heard from many of my cousins like they are struggling there. But when Micron people explained how their culture was, so okay, good. I will be chill there. I was like that. So I got an attraction from their words, like, okay, this is a very good company to go. So Micron came. I didn't check it twice, like which post is this? What is it? I applied. Okay, so that was what happened. And in Microsoft, obviously, everyone wants to go. Everyone. So just like that, I applied for that also. Hello, Neelima. Study for 70% of microns and misses. So there is an expression way one who didn't get it. I think experience can take you to that company. Like if you have worked somewhere around 2 3 years, the minimum. If you get into a company, try to stay there for 2 3 years minimum. So it's like you have learned because in the first year we are in a learning stage. In any company, if you get into a company for first 3 months, 6 months, they will be giving us trainings. We will be learning, and for the next 6 months, we will be like working on the real cases. Like only only completing first year, it doesn't means like you have experienced in that thing. You are switching to another company, it's like okay, it will be a whole architecture, whole procedure there, different procedure there. So it will be better if you work in a company for 2 3 years. You can know about the company, how the flow goes, everything you will be able to. And after that, I think you can apply for the companies which tell the eligibility criteria is 70 or something, because as a new college graduate position, they have set some eligibility criteria based on marks. But after that, you are not in a position of new college graduate, right? So you will be in a position of experienced person list. So based on the experience and how you can send out them like, okay, I have this much of experience here, I have completed my work here, so I'm applying for this job. And how you attend the interview, how you answers to the questions, it can take you to that company for sure. So I think there are some companies, I think they don't keep this eligibility criteria one. You have to send out the resume. They will be shortlisting based on your resume, or they might be conducting some CTF or some games like which Colgate did, or exams. Most companies will do the exam thing. Aptitude will be also there. Technical round will also be there. Some companies will directly shortlist you through your resume and take you for the interview. And then one point which I have to tell, like before attending an interview, just go through what the organization is, how the organization works. See, Micron is a semiconductor manufacturing company. So he asked me, you know about Micron? I said, yes, I know it's a semiconductor manufacturing company. He was like, okay, I just wanted to check whether you know this or not. because since you are applying for this job, you should be aware of a little bit. So before attending an interview, just do a background check, like, okay, about the company, how the organization work. I know everyone will we will be getting a list like which company is coming. Sometimes there will be the names of interviewers, or with some sources of seniors or something, we will get to know who is coming, and we will go through their LinkedIn profile and do all the background checks, like, okay, this person knows this, so I shouldn't keep it in my resume. You will update your. So if you get a mail, you just check the JD. You should check whether the criteria they want is matching your resume. Based on that, you can edit your resume. Like, there might be some points they don't want, so you can remove them. And if you know something they want, you can keep it on your resume. You can try to learn those things, like for 4 or 5 days you can. It's not like you don't know anything, right? You have a basic idea of all those things. So what they also will ask, you will be having idea for sure. So you can. Did any company give subjective type of questions for exam? Subjective type of question? No, every time I don't know. I have applied for Micron. Like phone pay, it was all the MCQ kinds of question, but it was around 60 something, 60 questions or something. It was a very, there are many number of questions there. And in Micron, it was two sets, which I said, like aptitude and technical. It was also MCQ kind thing, and Microsoft, there was no test or anything. We shared the resume into their portal. Like, we shared it through our college also, and we submitted our resume in Microsoft Careers portal. So from there, four people were shortlisted from our college, like two people from MTech, one from cybersecurity, one from DFIS. So four people went to the interview, two were selected. One more is there with me. Her name is Tetsi. So we both went there. Okay. Programming knowledge, they will be like, if you have kept a language in your resume, you should know that language thoroughly. It's not like they will tell you write a code for the architecture or something. They won't tell you that. They should know that, are you able to support some other people if they are stuck in some point, or if you are given even if a small uh, coding job, are you able to complete. So then I remember in Micron he asked, like, okay, you know coding. I said, okay, I'm okay with coding. If I learn something, like, if you give a scenario, I will try to investigate more, and then I can write a code. And he also told, like, okay, you don't need to write a code. Can you search some code from Google and give it to me? I said, yes. For that also, you should know coding, right? You can't just randomly give some code and give, say, this is the one. No. That he is checking, like, okay, can you give some answer from Google? I said, yes, for sure. I will search, and we can go through the code now. Yes, is this the apt code for what he asked for? For that also, we need some coding skills. So these all questions also they will ask. Like, in I told you, like, in Micron, my post was in cybersecurity engineering operations. So I was not that much into coding. I was in handling this exceptions and all those things. So I just worked there for 5 months, and the training was for the internship. It was an internship training, right? So they will not be giving access to all the things like other people have. Once I get converted to full time, they will be giving us access. They will be teaching us more. But before that, I went to other company. So that's the thing. Okay. So you asked the question, huh? Okay. Okay. Anything else? Why are you guys like this? Just ask, or everyone is in mute. I think everyone is sleeping. Saturday morning. No, you are not audible. Is what I shared, was this useful, or it was just going like this?
It was very useful.
Thank you. Like, I also don't have that much experience in many things. So I shared what I went through, how my interview process was, how which all types of questions we can get. Any specific resources that help you when you want to share? Like what you want actually, from what you want to hear from me actually. Like I already told you, like I had only experience of giving interviews for two companies. One was Micron, one was Microsoft. So I have met with six interviewers, different types, six different people I have met and I have talked with them. So I know from all of them, the thing which I got is like they are helpful. They will help you for sure if you are stuck at some point. It's not like okay, they will sit like this. Okay, you answer. I asked you the question, you answer. They will not do like that. They will definitely help us. Like okay, I will. The first interviewer, I will not forget that person because he was like a very supportive person. I got a very positive, uh, positive confidence. Like okay, I can do that because he did it in that way. Like he was like, it's okay if you don't know the answer, don't panic, it's fine. And he will be like, okay, I will give you some more points. I will give you some more things. Now you think to answer the question. So we are getting some. There are some people now who learn all the sentence by heart, all the paragraph by heart, and they will go for exam. They want the first point. After that, they will write the first word. If it's the first word is the or it. If those people get the first word, they will write all the other things. Like that, he will be pushing us. Like, see, I will give you one case he gave. One scenario. I was like, no, sir, I'm not. I really told him, like, I don't know. I'm not getting the point. Then he added 2 3 points. Like, okay, I will give you some related scenarios. Now you try to think about it. Then I was like, okay, he was not asking a question directly, he was asking through that scenario. Then I was able to relate it with what we studied in our, like, he might be, I told you, like, how the IRM procedure he asked, right? So, like that way, he will be asking some other scenario and he will give more points on that. Then we can think, like, okay, he is asking about that particular thing, but we have to explain through the scenario. Just go through the scenario, like, okay, the as a digital forensics we will be going to a crime scene or something. So the whole process we know now, we will step into there, we will not turn off. If it's in this condition we have to turn off, if it's in that condition we should not turn off. These all things we know. We all know all the process and we have to explain it in a way when I go there, when I am the person who is the investigator, how I will be doing these all the things. Can you share some resume building tips or any suggestions? Okay, I have did my resume in Novo Resume site in Google. Okay, so I kept what all I know. I will share you my resume if I have. I think Satya have my resume, right? Okay, I will share it to Hemant. Hemant will share it to everyone. So have kept like my master's thing, master's, bachelor's, and I think I have kept my +2 one also. That 12th. Then the projects which I did in second semester, when Micron was coming, it was my second semester project was completed. So I kept my latest project as second sem project. I'll recommend you also to keep that because you just completed it and you have a thorough knowledge in that, and learn more about your project. Like for exams you might have been doing like, okay, this is the future scope, this is the future scope, okay, but try to learn more about your project. Try all the possible ways you can get a question from that project. You just think like, okay, he might ask this point, so how will I answer this point? And just check like, is there any other way you could have did your project? You might have did your project. So just check the alternative ways also, how the flow, how your project flows. You should, we don't have a lot of time to explain the whole project from first point to last. You should make some quick like what we did in flow chart or flow diagrams. You should be having some key points of your project to explain your flow. So keep that points, that flow within your mind and go and explain him. Like I will explain it very briefly. If you want to know some more about the particular part, I will explain, but you have to tell them like, okay, I will explain you a brief about my project. This is how I started this. I got to know there is some issue. I thought like it will be a problem statement, so I started with that. This was in first stage. I did this, then I did this, then I tested, and I got the result. The tool or the technology which I used, in this particular stage was this. Like in a quick points you have to explain your project. If that interviewer is really into your project or really is curious about your project, he will ask from some particular point, okay, why you did it here, why didn't you use some other technology there. So just be clear about your thoroughly clear about your project. Most of the companies will definitely ask what's your project. Okay, so in my resume I kept my recent project as my second sem project. Then what I did in bachelor's, we had minor major project in bachelor's also, I kept that. Then the skills and things I know, I only kept which I know. Like I'm 100% okay. Like okay, if you ask something from that, I will definitely answer. I might be knowing some other things also. It's like we are studying a lot of subjects in fourth semester, right? We know about all the subjects, but we are not confident in every subject. So if he asks like, is this the only, are these the only things you know, you can tell like, okay, I know this kind of things also. I have learned about this, but I haven't deep dived into it. I know the basics of them. So you can explain if he asks out of resume what you know, you can ask, you can answer like that. Then then you can keep your achievements, like if you have did some certification, if you are keeping any certifications or something, for that also you should be 100% sure, like okay, those person will have a lot of certifications than us. We will be keeping okay 3 4 5, but the person who is coming for interview, he will be a very much good experienced person, so he will be knowing many things. So it will be good if we keep a any certification or anything. It's not just to show off. You should be aware of that, or you should be confident. If any questions from that comes, you should be able to answer. So keep your certifications. Then you can keep other things like what voluntarily you do, like if you have any hobbies, or if you have someone's hobby might be coding. I haven't kept things like that because I don't have a hobby of coding. Okay, so you can keep those all things. Okay, like you are into volunteering activities, you can keep that. You are good in leadership, you can keep that. You are good in sports, any sports, anything you can keep, because they don't really want some person who is just into the system. They want an active person, a socializing person. Like if he is working, see, if some there are some people who are into their work, who are into their laptop, they will not be involving with any others, they will not even be talking with them. They don't want people like that. They want like, okay, if you are working in a team, if a critical situation comes, how you will respond, how you will be able to manage the situation with others. If you are not talking to anyone, something happens, you are not responding, it's a bad point, right? So you can keep all the other activities also, like okay, you are into sports, you can mention the sports. If you have achieved anything that's in that sport also, you can. Someone might ask, why are you keeping, not interviewer, if someone is checking your resume, you will say, why are you keeping, you are a swimmer in this. The company don't need a swimmer. It's not like company need a swimmer or not. It's like it's like what we can say, you are an active person, you are going for some sports, you are going out, you are enjoying yourself. It's that matters there. It's not like okay, you are a swimmer, he is not the security post is not for swimmer. Don't listen to others, just keep what you are good in. Like even if he asks something, okay, you can answer like okay. Sometimes the interviewer might ask him, oh, you are a swimmer, where did you achieved any medals, or did you achieved any you have any achievements, they might ask by looking that. So it will it will give a positive impact in the interview, right? So it's not like just don't listen to others, like you are keeping volleyball there, why? It's okay, if you are good in volleyball, keep it there, it's okay, it's your resume. No one will come. Sometimes they will ignore that part also, like okay, it's okay, you are good in these all things, it's fine, it's a plus point to you. They will ask the technical questions only. But some people might ask, okay, what if the interviewer is also a volleyball player? He will ask, he will build up a good points with you, right? So this is the thing. Okay, it's been 12:30, 1.5 hours. Oh, everyone will be like, why she is speaking a lot? Just stop the session. Okay, can you share some resume building tips? Okay, this was my resume. I can share you my resume. If you want, you can. I was very confused when I was making my resume. Everyone teased me also. I kept my photo also. I wanted to, so I kept. Everyone like, why are you keeping photo in resume? You should not keep photo. I will. What's your problem? What if they selected my resume based on my photo? It might happen, right? So these all things, don't listen to others. Everyone have their own aspect, their own points. Like, okay, I will keep like this only. They should not see my photo. I was like, they should see my photo. I kept a very good smiling face photo. Okay, they should see my photo. So it's up to you how you have to edit your resume. Don't listen to others. Some will be having a very plain resume. Still, they might got be selected. Like very plain, like nothing is there. Only LinkedIn ID or their name, phone number, and all the rest the details. And there are some people. My friend also. He kept resume in paragraphs. He is writing the things like project he has explained in paragraph. He didn't even show me at first. He is applying for all the companies and he is not getting shortlisted or something. I was asking, show me your resume. It was like he was it was what I can say. For each project he have kept 3 4 paragraph lines. It was a paragraph. It was like, do you think someone will read this? No, you should only keep the key points. If it's your project, just keep your project name, when you completed it, just one sentence, only one short sentence. That one sentence means you can put full stop wherever you want, but don't make it a paragraph. Okay, so just one sentence, one simple sentence. Okay, there should be keywords. Keywords is the main thing. There should be keywords. This is the thing which I have did. So don't like I worked on this project, this will help you do this. Don't keep those points. The project is based on this. It has used this technology. Just 1 or 2 points is enough to explain your project. The interviewer will definitely ask you what was your project, but just for a skimming they should. Okay, do you think we will focus on the checking ATS score? Okay, see, I can say that I haven't really got checked this. I just edited my resume by my own way. I hoped it will work everywhere because I have kept only what I know. I haven't uh, pulled out long sentences or anything. I have just kept simple sentences. The attractive keywords, like, okay, if he is coming for a security analyst post, you should be having basic knowledge of networking. So networking was one point there. So if you are, if Micron came, they were into security analyst and security engineering. They came for these two job roles. So I have points like incident response, networking, Linux. These all were my keywords. So these are the things they also need from us. Like, so just keep the keywords things. And I am not that I can't answer. I will ask someone about this question, Hemal. But I kept it in my own way and I used to send out my resume. So there might be situations, there can be situations it will get rejected. So you can try to build upon, just check, just do a cross check with some other people's, like from some professors or something. After you prepare a resume, just go with them. Can you like just go through this, like should I remove some points or should I keep some? They will definitely help you. Professors are good, they will definitely help you for sure. But for this I will ask someone, do we have to really look into? I haven't, I'm sorry. I haven't, but uh, shoot, if you have any other questions, like, let's make it some good talking session. I'm just your senior, I'm not like some other person. Just randomly ask anything you want, just unmute the mic, or if you want to ask through chat also, it's fine.
Hello,
Hello.
am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are.
Okay. So, I actually wanted to ask you that do you have any knowledge, like if we are applying for any companies or any job roles off campus, so how we need to do that? Like, what's the process or what we should keep in mind before doing that?
Off campus one, okay.
Yes, for
For
off campus.
that we can get we will get to know from our seniors or something if we have openings there or something. So we can up see in Micron there was one off campus. My we will get to know internally like which all teams have opening post. So I approached those person and I told like my friend wishes to join. So what all things should he prepare for? He should be prepared for. So they will be having their own portal for sending out the resume, or you can in LinkedIn, the you should follow which company you have to go. You should follow at least some persons from that team, so they will be sending out the message like we are interested in hiring. So you can just ping that person in LinkedIn like I am interested in this position. He will be mentioning some email ID over there, right? So just mail them in a good formal manner like I am working, I am currently pursuing my graduation here. So I would like, I just came to know about through LinkedIn like you are open for this position. I would really like to apply for this job. So I am attaching my resume. I hope there is a positive reply. I hope there will be a positive reply from your side. So these all things you can just draft a very good mail. Use Chat GPT. Okay, if you are not good in drafting mails, use Chat GPT and just draft a very good mail and attach your resume. And it's not like completely depend upon Chat GPT, but it will give you some good formal words. Okay, so there are difference now. I'm sending you my resume. It's not a good way of telling the people I'm attaching my resume with this letter. If you are interested, please do let me know. So there are some words you have to keep in mind while asking something, because it's your thing, you want to get into that job, right? So it's, you should take care of those things. Don't be rude. In mail also, see, if you are talking with some person, it's different because they can feel our emotions, like how our expressions are, how we are talking. So if the video call, if you're talking in person, it's very different. So they can quickly get how much interested we are. If it's through phone call, there will be some barriers like okay, they are only hearing our voice. If it's through mail, the person opposite don't know our emotion. So it's wholly based on your wordings that they understand like yes, you are really into this, or you are really interested to applying this job. Okay, so you should keep that in mind while drafting mail or while sending LinkedIn messages. That person don't know that I will be in a very angry mode when I am checking the message. So you also write like okay, I'm sending the resume, please check it. So I will read it in that way only. So it's the what we can say, information sharing thing. It should be in a proper manner. Okay, so then just send out the mail. They will reach out to you for sure like okay, I will give you a link or something, please upload your resume, we will let you know. So in Microsoft we have Microsoft Careers. So you can go through that. If there is some opening positions opened or not, you can apply through that. Then you will be knowing which post you are applying for, right? So try to edit your resume according to that, like what all things they want. So mostly AI will be like shortlisting the resume. So it will also search for keywords. If you have those keywords in your resume will be getting shortlisted, right? So these all things you can keep in mind. Just go and apply. And in LinkedIn, Micron, every time all the managers will send out the message like I'm interested in hiring. I need a person who is experienced this much. Or sometimes there will be situation they need only if someone has did the internship, they can apply like 6 to 1 month, 6 to 1 year, 6 months to 1 year, or 1 year to 2 year. They will specially point out like what experience they want. And if you don't have experience, if that post is 4 to 6 months to 1 year, you can just give it a try. Because what if you have knowledge and they asked you to attend the interview and you are selected? There might be situations like in my office also there were some situation they actually needed people who had experience of 6 months to 1 year. But we are internal, like, so I asked him like okay, whether the new people who haven't done any internship can apply. He was like yes, if they have knowledge they can surely apply. And we will select if they have good knowledge in that, what questions they ask, if they are able to answer, they will select. So for the 6 months 1 year, you can just give it a try. What it goes, just a message or a mail. But you should not make that person irritated. Any update on this, any update on this, any update on this? He told if he seen the message and he tell like I will let you know, he will definitely let you know. You can approach him after sometime, but don't every time, every morning, afternoon, evening you are sending him message like please update. The person will get irritated and he will not respond to you at all. So if they actually need person, they will surely respond in a positive manner. I have seen my managers responding into LinkedIn messages very nicely. So even if they don't want that person also, they will write up a message like sorry, the post is already filled, or sorry, this post is for 1 to 2 years people. So I'm sorry, like they will also send a message in a very good manner. So you should also keep that manners while texting, mailing, or anything. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you refer if there is some often against some text? Okay. Okay, so I can't refer now. As per now, I can't refer. I have to complete 1 year in my office. And in Micron, what it was like, I was doing my internship. That time also, I can't refer. But if I am once into full time, I can refer people. Like if there is some opening, we will be getting to know first, right? Okay, our team will always ask like if you have someone in your mind, you can suggest. So we can refer. So there are like referral bonus and everything. That's another thing. But I can refer only for I got to know from Microsoft like after 1 year I can refer to Microsoft. And Micron, it was like once I'm a full time employee, I can refer. During internship I was in. So what I did was like if I want to refer something, I will ask some other senior person like, would you mind to refer my friend? So that also should be in a formal way. Don't go and like my friend is like this, please refer. No, he will also do if he also think like the person, and he will state some things like okay, you should tell your friend that he or she should attend the interview for sure. Your friends will be like, yeah, please do a refer, yeah, and we will go and tell them. What if they don't attend the interview? It will be bad point for that senior guy who referred, for me as well. Okay, so if I'm referring someone, you should attend the interview. You should attend in a positive way. You should give replies to them if they ask something you through mail or calls or anything. You should be good with that. I can refer. I think after 1 year, last 2 3 days before only I checked up with my other team members like when I can refer someone. So they told like 1 year you have to work. So I think I have to work 1 year for referring. Okay. Where were some common yet tricky question had faced? Huh. How the project will help your company? That's what I told you. Like they will give a scenario, a person in the team. Like that question which I told you, like the person in the team is in a very worst situation. How you will help him? So that time I answered like I will help him in all the possible ways I can. But he even asked, even if it's not possible, you have to do. How am I supposed to do if it's not in my limits? Right? There are some situations I can't help. So in those situations, we will be like, okay, I will try to help them in this manner. And if it's going out of my hands, I will approach the other person who is the trustworthy person. So our trustworthy person is our manager. We can share everything with our manager rather than sharing with our seniors. If you are comfortable with some of your seniors, it's good to go. But if you want to share, you can share with your manager. So I will take that person. If that person is okay with that, we will be having a discussion and we will try to make him a good comeback or something. So these all tricky questions they will ask, and they will try to switch. As someone asked me before, they will try to change the answer which we answered initially. They will definitely try to. So you should be confident in your answer. CTF level, I can say you that which companies came for CTF. I think Toyota had a CTF competition, I guess, last year. So someone were telling like, okay, it was okay. It was for one whole day or 2 days. They gave the time. Some company will not. They will give 2 hours or 3 hours to complete the CTF. I think for which company? I think for Colgate also they had the CTF round. So after I told you there were 12 set games thing. So after that, those who were selected for the next round, it was the CTF. So they gave around 3 4 hours. They will give giving. It was done in the MTech class only. So they will be giving some clues also. Like you can like use like as a for a helpline or something. Help, like there will be clue. So they know how much difficult it is. They will explain you like what's the difficulty level to solve this problem. So based on that, if it's a very hard question to solve, after some time, like after half an hour or something, they will give us a clue which we can use for solving that question. I have seen like that. So I'm not that much into this thing. I will ask someone who have gone through the CTF rounds. Is that okay, Vaibhav? Yeah. Anything else? I think everything is good. I will make some notes like what all things you have to study as a basic, okay? It's not like you only have to study this and go for interview. It's not like that. But what all I have prepared for some extent, like 2 3 days before, which all things I revised, those all things I will prepare some just bulleting notes and I will share it to Heyman. You have to share to everyone. Okay, so it's not the thing like it's the only thing you have to study. It's just like a reference. Like, okay, you have to cover these points minimum. Okay, so I will write that notes and give. Yeah, sure. I will do that.
Okay, Nilimati, is anything more questions you have to ask from her? Like, yeah.
Salesforce is coming to Okay, so I haven't applied to Salesforce because I think it came before or after. I think it's only for MTech people, right? Am I right? Or it's for everyone? It's for everyone? Okay. So, how can I help you in that? Just go through the JD carefully, like what for what position they are exactly coming. In the JD it will be the whole description, like what all skills they want, they will be mentioning. So if you are into some of those skills, just keep it in your resume, prepare for that. Like they will definitely ask questions based on their work. Like in Micron, they asked a lot of questions about firewalls, because in my security engineering operations we are wholly working in firewalls, IPS, all those things. So, though, even though they asked all other questions, also the main questions were firewall. Every aspect of firewall they asked me. So just go through the JD properly and just check whether is there anything that matches your resume, or are there any points that you know, okay, you can handle that situation. If some questions from that come, just keep it in your resume, send out the resume. I don't know how many rounds, and I think there will be a aptitude test, or like aptitude is different for different companies. I already told you in Micron I was able to complete most of the aptitude answers, but some I was like, no, I don't know anything in life, I'm zero. I felt that moment like that were the questions. So that situation we will be like, okay, this might be the answer. A wild guess, just kept the answer. So try to try to do some aptitude tricks, like not to solve each and every question. You don't get time to solve a question by taking 5 10 minutes. It will be only 1 2 minutes. You have to complete the thing. So it's not like you have to prepare like a PSC person or a UPSC person, but still try to check into some videos in YouTube. There are many videos. Yesterday also I checked, like there are many videos which give us tricks to solve the questions in 1 2 minutes. Like even if you are not able to answer the complete question, if in some point we will get to know, okay, this will be the answer. Like we have the MCQ options also, right? So you don't have to write the correct answer. If you get a sequence or something, you can easily choose the MCQ and go ahead with the question. So just try to learn some aptitude things and be clear about your basics. Be clear about your basics. Like networking, if it's networking, go through networking. It's like, okay, if you know about firewall, the types of firewall, what is new next generation firewall, how it's different from others, what all things they provide, these all things you should be aware of. Like then TCP UDP, where TCP is used, UDP is used. Then port numbers is a sure question. In every company they will ask. Like I have attended all the rounds. In every round they have asked the port numbers. So then they will ask questions like all the basic DHCP process, like the DORA process. If you know, just use the tricks to learn. Not like okay, you have to explain the whole paragraph. You have to write a paragraph. Just quickly go through like they need answer in 1-2 minutes. It's not like you have to explain each and every points. They just want to check whether you know that point or not. There will be a particular point for a particular answer, right? So like particular question, there will be a particular point they need. So if you are okay with that, it's good. So just clear your basics as much as possible. Just a second. Just clear your basic as much as possible. I will prepare some notes. I have notes, but I don't know how I can share you, like it's very big notes, so I will just give you the points. So I have all the networking notes and everything, but I can't share you now. I can't click all the photos of the documents and I can't share you. So I will give you some points. Just go through online. There are many blogs. You know, na jigs for jigs and everything. It's very helpful. It's in a very layman language, like you can easily understand. So just go through that and don't buy hard the things and go. Just when they ask what is firewall, do and it's a barrier between the external source and untrusted external. Don't go like that. Just tell them like okay, if it's a situation, you can explain your answers with situations. Like what if he asks what's a firewall, you can tell them like okay, in any place, like in any company, we will be getting data from internet, so it's an untrusted source. So when it's coming into our system, it might be harmful. So as a barrier for these, we are keeping our firewalls. So like these we can explain. Don't like firewall is a barrier between an untrusted network, outside network to a trusted inside source. Don't tell answers like that. Just give it in a very good explanation manner. And about the English and all those things, you will be very nervous in your interview situation. Like it will be like there are some interviewers who will start asking you questions in Hindi. There are some people like one of my friend who got into Micron. First they started with English, but after a second half he told me the interview was in Hindi. He was more easy to answer the question, like he was more comfortable. So the interviewer will also switch, but they should be like, it's not like everyone will be Hindi people in company, right? We have to talk with many others. We have to talk with our clients. We have to talk with people outside India. So you should know the English. That's why they are taking our interview in English. And don't be scared. There will be mistakes. Our mother tongue is not English or anything. So we are learning it. So it's okay if you make mistakes or anything. It's fine. They will not tell us anything. Don't be scared and just don't forget what you have in your mind. Just tell them like I'm not able to recall that word, or I'm not able to explain you in a good way. Please give me 1 second. If you feel nervous in any point of time, you can just mention the interviewer like, can you give me 2 minutes to think? And in my first round also, my manager, the one who took my interview, he told us like, take your time to answer. Don't be into a rush. He will ask a question, just take your time. Then I thought about the question, like how I will explain. I made a structure to answer the question. Then I started answering. So it's like you should answer in the moment he asked the question. It's not like that. You can just state the interview like, can you give me 2 minutes to make me feel calm? I'm feeling a little bit nervous. It's my first time. You can tell them. That's also a human. They will not tell you anything. Okay, so you can take your time. They will also take their time. They will listen to our answer carefully, but don't argue with them. It's the point I have to tell. Many people does that. Like if they are opposing some answer also, please tell it in a good way. Please try to make them understand in a good way. Don't just argue with them. It will make a bad impression only. It's the thing how we present ourselves in the interview. That's the main point. How you present yourselves, that's the main point. Okay, so I only have two experience, so I'm explaining what I went through. Okay, so if you have anything, you can just ask. Yes, she's also one. Yes, last time this was just I just got my opportunity and I was enjoying, like, okay, I'm done with my placement. Now I can enjoy all other activities. I was into all other activities after that. So, but that 1 month, or like, after second semester, we will be getting many things, like, okay, now the interview will start. Now the placement drive will start. What if I don't get a job? I was little like that. What if I don't get a job? What I will do? You will definitely get a job. Just do make all these points in your mind. Like, you have to work for only 2-3 days. So you don't want to, like, go through all. You have to learn because you are learning, right? You are learning for your exams, everything. You know the points, but it's advisable to revise those things before going to interview. You can definitely do it. I'm 100% sure you can definitely do it. Don't be don't be nervous. Like, many people, they know everything, but they don't know how to answer. Like, they don't know how to face the situation. Because of that, many people lost their opportunity. Like, the interviewer will get a bad impression, like, oh, he's not even confident. But that person will be the one in class who knows everything. We have some sources, like, now, okay, we will just go and ask him, hey, what, how you will do this. He will give us a solution in seconds, but he is not able to present himself. So you have to be prepared for that also. Like, okay, if I'm not getting an English word, or I'm not getting a word, just tell them, like, I'm not able to recall, just give me 2 seconds, 2 minutes. I will do definitely. The interviewers are also not in a rush, so you can answer them calmly. Just take a deep breath and go for your interview. It's okay, you can do it easily. Okay, don't be scared at all. Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you, Dee, for taking your time for us and explaining a lot of various aspects for us. And one thing I've mainly learned from your experience is be confident for what you are.
Yes, you have to represent yourself. That's the main thing. Rest, okay, it will happen. Don't listen to others. Like, why are you doing this? You are doing this because you like it. Okay, but it should be in a good way. Okay, don't offend them. Like, if they are telling a good thing, also you are offending them. It's not like that. If there are people who will try to discourage you, who will try to irritate you, it's okay. It will happen in one way. Just go to the interview room. It's between you and the interviewer only. Don't think like, okay, what he will think. We might meet or we might not meet that person again. If you are not selected, you will not meet that person again. So don't think like, see, we all have a aspect that, okay, if I ask this question in this forum, if someone will definitely note me, and everyone will think that, oh, why she is so stupid, or why he is so stupid, why did she or he did ask this question. No one will remember what you asked. For 100% after that meeting or something, no one will remember. Even if they say it's a stupid question, even if they say it was a great question, in both scenario they won't remember what you asked or what you told. So don't be like that. It's you between. No one else is hearing you, right? Only the interviewer, those who came to take your interview, and you. If you are selected to that position also, don't think like, okay, I didn't answer that question that time, what he will be thinking if I go to that job. Don't think like that. You are selected because you are eligible for that, right? So even if you don't know something, they will teach you definitely. Or if it's a manager, he will definitely guide you, like, okay, you missed these points, you have to learn. I will ask you what your progress is. That thing they will definitely do for us if you are selected. Okay, and if you are not also, don't be disappointed, like, okay, I'm not selected, I will not get. Companies will come. You will learn from each of your interview, like, okay, this was this process. It was when I was first time, I was like, okay, if I'm not getting, I'm fine. But I was very much interested to go in Micron. Like, rather than any other company, I was very very happy to go to Micron. I don't know why. It was because of their expert taxation or something. It was stuck in my mind, like, Micron. So when I went to interview also, I was okay. If I'm not getting, okay, that day we will be sad for sure. Like in Microsoft interview also, after third round, I was feeling very disappointed because I have answered, but I was feeling very low. I called my father. I don't know I will make it or not. I went through first and second round was good. Third round I felt a little bit difficult. I don't know, Appa, what I will do. He was like, just order some food, have it and sleep. It was his reply. For one day we will be getting some bad thoughts like, okay, I should have done like this. So you will learn something from there, right? Just apply it in your next interview. My father was like, just go and sleep. I did the same. I ordered some good food. I was in hostel. I ordered some good food and I slept. Around 4:30, I got a call. You have an HR round. I was like, okay, that was a positive reply. Then I went for the HR round. Then also he told like, hope to see you. Hope. There is also a point like, okay, I'm not selected now also. Then when I got a message, I was like very happy. So it's another feeling. But if you are not also, see, Colgate Day, I cried. I literally cried because of not completing that games. Okay. So because it was my first time I'm applying for some company, I thought I will go till interview round. If I'm rejected in interview round, I'm fine. But I thought even after playing games, I didn't make it. So I felt very bad that time. But it's okay. There will be situations like this, like someone will get selected, someone will not because of the resume or something. So if you feel like your resume is not good, just do approach some of your professors or someone. Just ask your friends also, do you think it's good? Or just ask professors, they will be having more knowledge, like, okay, this resume you should not keep this or these things. You just approach them. It's not like no one will help you, they will help you for sure. They also need their students to be good in some place, good working in good, having good salary. These all things they will also like, right? So just do what you are, what you can. Just present yourself in a good manner. If you don't get tensed there, I will tell you like this, but before interview I will be like shivering. Till I'm into that room, I will be sharing anytime. Now also, when this session was going to start, I was very nervous. I was telling Hemant I'm nervous. I don't know why. Even if I'm talking to you guys also, I am very nervous. Like, okay, I should be, we will be having it in my mind, okay, I should be able to cover all the things you want. I should be able to answer. What if I don't answer? What if they will think? It's a human thing, like, okay, we will get these all things in my mind. But I was like, okay, I'm not also an experienced person. Even if an experienced person can't answer to some questions, so it's okay, it's human thing. It's not like you know every point, everything in the world. It's not like that, okay? So just cool, be cool. You will definitely, all of you will get job, definitely. Okay, we have good placement drives. Many companies will come. Do your best. Okay. So okay. So now anything?
Didi, my question is after the interview, can we ask them like what are the mistakes we have done, or what else we can do to improve ourselves, or it will create a negative impact? It's like poking and again asking what mistakes we have
Yes.
done.
Okay. Okay. So in my case, I can tell you like in first round of Micron, he asked me like, you want to know anything about anything from me? Because he already explained my job position, how I will be working, where I'll be working. He asked, he already explained everything to me. Then he asked like, you want to know anything from me? So I was like, no, I'm okay. I told like that. When I came out, my friends were like, that's a tricky question. You should have answered like, yes, I want to know how this works, how that works. I said, no, don't want to know that, dude, because I was nervous in that situation. If I ask something, I will he will give me some explanation. I will ask something again and it will cause a mess. But if you are really interested to know, like, don't ask what mistake I did. I don't feel it as good, but some perspectives will be there, like we can ask them, okay, is that okay, is there you can ask like, are there anything which I have to learn more? Like, as you asked me questions through the interview, do you think is there anything which I missed out or which I have to learn? Ask in a positive way. Don't poke them like, okay, okay, did I did this mistake, don't ask them. And my in every interview I told, if they ask something like that, I'm not that much into asking some questions like that. So I said, no, I'm good to go. My friends were like, you should have answered, you should have told them like, yes, I want to know what will be this, what will be that. I said, no, if you want to ask, you can ask. There are some people who asked, they also got selected. It's okay. But in my perspective, I don't like to. If I really want something, I will ask them. But if not, I will like I'm good to go. So it's don't ask them like what the mistakes are. What if you are getting selected to next round? You don't know what their next move is, right? So I can't really tell you how to explain it. It's based on the situation. You will understand when you are sitting there. You will understand. Okay, should I answer this? Should I ask him this? Will that be a good or not? There will be situation. So you can pop up with that. And what about your Microsoft Campus? Microsoft Campus is very very good. It's super cool. So then culture. Now it's been 2 weeks for me now, like it's just been 2 weeks. Last Monday I joined there, August 5th. So my manager is very cool. He's so good. So and our team members are also like they are very helpful. They are taking our training sessions in organization term. It's KT sessions, knowledge transfer. So they are taking the trainings. They are explaining every aspect how we have to work. Even if there is a short form also, they are explaining that short form also for us. Like we don't know, we have studied what we have in book, but what that organization using some word is for, they only know, right? So they are explaining everything. They are taking us through all the tools we are using. They are helping us to get the access. Even if something is out of work also, they are helping. Like there are some people who is still finding flats here. So flat and apartments to stay or hostels to stay. So they are also helping in finding out any accommodation or something. And it's good there. It's very nice in Microsoft. You can really enjoy there. I hope I haven't started my work yet, but still I feel it's a great place to work. Like it's a great place to work, but what I can say, like once we are into production, like once we are into job, we will get to know more about how our life will be in that time. But as per the experience of those people who are there, it's good. Like I can see how people are working. I can see how I'm contacting with them, how I'm talking with them. And the campus is very huge, very big campus. We have a lot of things there. We have many facilities there. It's so good. Microsoft and Micron also, they had also similar kind of things. They also have playrooms. You have snooker, you have table tennis, chess, caroms, everything will be there. And if you want to play badminton or something, it's also there. Gym, they are providing. Food, they are providing. So in Micron also, we will be getting cab facilities and all. Like they will be dropping off at our hostel and or flat, and they will be taking us from there all as well. Some companies, they have shuttle services. Like for the general shifts, they have bus services. But if you are in shifts, you will be getting an advantage of cab. Like the cab will take us to office, from there back to hostel. So you don't have to stuck in traffic or you have to come by your own. Not like that. Some companies do provide, some companies don't. They have alternative. They will be having alternatives for like if you are paying for petrol, they will be reimbursing that. So it depends on company to company how their facilities are. Microsoft campus is really good. It's a place to go. It's a very good place to go. Yeah, everyone's dream, right? Different from Micron. See, in Micron, I have completed my 5 months, so I know how the things are. It's been only 2 months, 2 weeks for me in Microsoft, but mostly all of the things are similar. The facilities, everything are similar. The food is good. Like they are ensuring we are getting good food, good nutritious food, and everything. We are getting like good mental health also, like not only the work kind of thing. You are getting some good activities. Uh, you are they will tell us like just let's go and play snooker, just go and if we are completed with our work, we can go and play. It's good. But if we have any work, we should be concentrated in our work, right? That's the thing. The company should run, the organization, what they expect from us, that should be there. But along with that, they will take care of people's health also. Like health is also important. If that person is not fit, how he will do the job? Like if he is not mentally fit or he is not physically fit, he's having some illness, how that person will do the job, right? So work life balance, and also it's also very good there. Like, okay, if you are on leave, yes, you are on leave, you don't have to do anything. If you are on off, yes, you are on off that day. It's not like no one will compel and tell you. Even if you are on off, you, there will be some situation, like some emergency situation, some breakouts or something, that we have to respond, right? That's our duty to respond. So that case is different, but work life balance is very good there. In both the companies, I felt there are many similarities, but Microsoft, it's different. Micron is also like in the same level only, like the for the facilities and everything it's same. But everyone will wish to go like Microsoft, Google, Amazon. It's great places to work. Like that. It's good campus actually. If someone is in Hyderabad or something, I can take you to a campus tour if you want. Like we have an option to taking people to campus tour. Like on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I can send a mail and I can take you to guys for a tour. So if someone is there in Hyderabad, just do let me know. I will take you to the campus. You can have food from there. You can have, we have the free vending machines. So these all are the cutest things, right? So we have free vending machines. We can take anything we want. So if someone is there, if you really wish to visit the campus, okay, okay, you are welcome. So just let me know. So I will take you for there, sure. We just want to inform them prior, like my friends or someone is coming, and you can have a good campus tour. I will take you for sure. And if there is anything else you want to know, you can just contact me. I already told Hemant, like I don't reply that quickly. Like it's because there might be some situations which I can't reply. I might be checking your messages, but I will forget to reply. There are many situations. I think Hemant texted me for 1 month, right? To for something, but I didn't reply him. That was a very bad impression. So if I have seen the message, I haven't dropped it, please just put a dot or something, like do remind me. I will definitely. And now my schedule is not that much fixed because I had training. So sometimes I come back home around 10, or sometimes I come back home around 6. So it different. So I have to come to my flat. I have to do work here. I have to cook food. Everything is there. So it will take a little bit time for me to respond, and when I am free, then I will be calling my parents, friends. So I have to spend some time there. After that, I will be checking the messages and everything. So it will take some time, but if it's something, you can call me. I will give you my number. I think many of you have the number. You can call me or text me. Text will be good option, but sometimes I forget to reply. But you can definitely do that. Okay, so I will prepare some notes today. I will try to prepare. I have to visit one of my friend, but still I will prepare some notes. If not today, tomorrow definitely I will do that for you. Just study those all things. It's like a basic things. Rather than that, for showing yourself, be prepared. Okay, so these are all the things. I think I really feel it's very boring session for making you wake up on Saturday and blabbering some things. Can you do whole DFI student batch? Oh, okay. That I have to check because I will ask someone. There are some people who come from colleges for or schools for visit. Like, so if there is some option like that, I will ask for it. If it's for like, there are options like for family, we can take them for the tour and all those things. So if it's like 4 5 people, I can manage. If it's for the whole DFIS or junior batch, I will ask my manager whether some everyone can come. So there might be some, like in our college also people come to visit, like, right? Many people from other colleges come to NFSU for visiting the campus and all. So they will be having some other procedure for that. I will check on that. I don't know. If it's not, if someone is coming, just call me. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, any day we can go. You can visit the campus. I will take you for sure. Anything else? There are many of our seniors there. They are also good. From our super senior batch, when it was in the name of GFSU, those people are also there. So in my team only. So it's good. I think NFSU will take up cover the all the positions in Microsoft. I guess there are now many people of NFSU there. After some years, everyone will be of NFSU. I hope so. Let's see.
First of all, it was not at all a boring session. It was very, very valuable. We thank you for giving this opportunity, taking time and explaining everything. We are
Thank
happy
you.
and lucky enough to have you as a senior. And one more question to take you off track. Are you also coming this time to Navaratri to bag
Yes,
the first prize again?
definitely I will be there. That's a unavoidable thing. I will be there for Navratri. I'm also thinking to come for Ganesh Chaturthi if it's possible. If it's possible, I think you will be organizing, right? The event this time. You guys will be taking care of the event. So do like it was last time. I will try to come for Ganesh Chaturthi as well, but for Navratri I will be there for sure. College for 2 days I will be there. I don't know whether I will get leaves or anything, but I will be definitely there. Let's see. Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, Nilimati, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome. Thank you for
organizing.
patiently hearing me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Nilimati.
I
Thank
thought
you.
of making it a lot more interactive, but no one is unmuting. I already told Hemant like you have to turn on the camera, right, Hemant? I think I will not look at myself in the screen and I will just tell you should. I was like, no, I won't. I said you should. Someone should turn on the camera because I have to see some
Actually,
response.
today my connection is not as stable as it should be.
Okay, it's fine. But still, I was like, no, someone should turn on the camera. I won't just speak like this. Because if I used to speak with juniors when we are in canteen or something, like Satya knows that, Neeraj and those all people, when we are having food or lunchtime, I like to talk like that, not like this. So it will be good interactive session. Like I don't also know many things. I can learn many things from you as well. But no one is unmuting. I can't do anything. I'm not forcing to turn on the camera or something, but it was great. I felt happy to share my interview experience. Like, this is what I went through. I have mostly covered, and I don't really remember all the question. Which all question I recalled, I just wrote it yesterday. 2 3 days before also I was planning like okay, what all things I have to share, like what all questions they asked. Some questions will be in our mind for a long because we know this was the question which I was stuck at, or this was the question which I was confused. So these all questions I just recalled and wrote it down like okay, I have to tell you guys these things. These all were the things. I hope I have completed all the points.
Yes, yes, Linima, you have completed all the points and you have also done some personality development also for ours, like what you have to tell, what you don't have to tell, and
These are the
how
things
you
which
have to
I
give.
felt okay. In everyone other perspective, it will be different, like how they present.
Definitely.
But as myself, I do represent myself like this everywhere. Go with a good positive smile. Don't be nervous. Smile. If you don't know the answer, you can clearly state them. I don't know. You will feel bad in inside, like okay, I don't know the answer, but it's okay. You have to take that courage and tell them I don't know the answer. It's okay. They won't tell you. They don't kill you, and you don't have to meet that person again. If you are selected, you might have to. Else, you don't have to. So don't. It's between that. It's in the inside that room and between the interviewer and you. You don't have to explain to some others. You don't have to think about what friends will think, what parents will think. No, just do what you can. Okay? Wishing you all, everyone, all the best for your interviews. Now, many companies will come like in a quick sequence fashion. So, do apply for the companies which you really think you are good for. There will be some companies from Ahmedabad. If you want, if you are someone is native is there, you can take. But if you want to really go to good companies, do apply. Do prepare 2 3 days before, if at least 2 3 days before. Like just think like that. I only have to spend 2 days, but it will be for my future, good salary. Think about salary. So good salary, good future. Just think like that. And I know someone is laughing, but okay, it's fine. Will anyone work for free? No, right? Everyone want a good job. Many people would have taken loans. They have paid many huge amount for studying, for bachelors, for plus two. Parents have been done. So it's a good return back to your parents. Like they can proudly say your daughter. My father is very proud now. Like, he's very happy to tell others like my daughter like that. So it's a more than us. It's for them. I feel that it's for them. So it's okay if you don't get into one company. I thought like, okay, Micron, I have set in Micron, I will be completing full time there, I will be doing 2 3 years there. That was which was running in my mind until March 25 something. After that everything got changed. I didn't even expected Microsoft will come this year, they will be hiring, I will be getting selected. I was not sure, I just applied it as a random. I thought, okay, many people will be there, I will just give it a try how their interview process is. But it was good. It was like, okay, it was a life changing moment for me also as well, right? So it's okay, you might be not knowing many things, but if you go to a company, they will definitely help us too. They will not try to put us down. Our manager and everyone will be very supportive, they will help us as much as. But if we are not giving them any good response, it's up to you. But rest all the things, the manager and every other persons will be helping you a lot. And there will be some competition between, like promotion hikes, those all things will be there, that's for sure. Everywhere there will be a competition, right? But it's okay, if you're doing your job good, you will be also going ahead very good. Okay. So target good companies, like when they come, prepare good resume, be prepared yourself, go in good looks. It's okay, not like good looks like you should be. It's okay, go in a formal manner, like in a proper decent manner. That what I meant of good looks. Okay. Go in a decent manner when you're attending an interview. Wear good formal dress. If you have some companies, they don't need like you should wear formals or something. In online sessions also, there is not that much, they don't have that much restrictions like you should wear formals. But you can, it's up to you how you present yourself. Okay. It's been
Okay,
one.
Nilmati. Yeah. Okay, Nilmati. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
yeah. Thank you all for joining today's alumni interaction session. A special thanks to Nilimati
Thank you.
for sharing her valuable insights, experience with us. Your journey and advice has been truly inspiring us, and I am sure everyone has got some knowledge from this session.
I hope so. If you have got something from my
Yeah, definitely.
session,
We
I
have
hope.
learned so much things. Like we can't count. Like we have to recall everything.
Like that, okay, if you have something, if you are coming to Hyderabad, if you got placed in Hyderabad, if you are searching for something, you can call me. I will help you
Sure,
to find. If I
definitely.
can't, I will ask someone else who's native here too. I think Satya is from Hyderabad only, she will help you. So you can ask. If I'm staying in a flat right now, so if you want some data like call contacts or something, I can give you. I hope everyone, most of you guys come to Hyderabad.
Yeah,
I hope
definitely,
I can see you
definitely.
guys here. Okay. So it's
And
good.
also, I will express my gratitude to our placement cell coordinator, Alat sir,
Sure.
who helped us to organize this event. And thanks for all of you for your participation.
I will
Thank you
thank
again.
Anand sir. He called me for this. I feel very happy. Like, okay, I can share you the things. I didn't got a chance to interact with you guys a lot, so
Yes.
it was good. Like sometimes I have shared my things when I was sitting in canteen. I think Neeraj, Sohail, those
Yes.
were people who were there. uh, like some of your juniors were there, so I tried to explain the Micron experience that time. I guess it should be a boring session for them because I have already explained them those things. So but still I felt very happy to share with you all. This is my perspective, this is my answers, this was my experience. Okay, it will be different for person to person. So do your best. All the best, and thank you, Ahlad sir, for inviting me for this session. I feel very happy to meet and talk with my juniors. It was good.
Thank you so much, Linvati.
Okay. So thank you
Okay,
all
Nilima,
everyone.
thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye
Thanks.
bye. So Hemant, please share my contact with
Bye,
them
Dee.
so they can.
Mm,
Hello.
yeah, yeah. I'll just share in the meet only.
Okay, just share my contact number and ping me if you have anything, so I can help you if it's anything related to job. If I don't know the answer, also I will try to ask someone and help you out. Mostly in the same day only I will try to reply, but if not, I will. Okay. Okay. So thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you. All the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.